Hey guys, it's me, the Amazing World of Autistic Fanboy 2002 here. Now, before I get into the review, this will be a non-spoiler review because I am not explaining too much of the film because I said it once, I'm not going to say it again. I do not want to get into spoilers. I don't want to spoil it for you that haven't seen it. So, today I'm reviewing Superman, the first film entry to James Gunn's DC Universe after Creature Commandos. So, I have to say, I like this more than Man of Steel. So, while David Corenswet may not be perfect, but at least he tried to be the good Superman. No offense, sir. So the plot is about... We all know Superman. We've watched the shows and the movies, like the original 1978 film with Christopher Reeve, which, rest in peace, Christopher Reeve, legend. But let's talk about Superman 2025. So it tells the story when Superman was fighting Hammer Bavaria in the beginning, where he lost a fight to him, and he gets injured and he lands in the snow. And he calls to Krypto, and then Krypto drags him into the place where he can heal. And the robots healed him. And then Superman goes back into the fight once again and to fight Hammer Bavaria. Which turns out that Hammer Bavaria is actually Ultraman. No, not the Tokusatsu Ultraman. The DC villain Ultraman, so... Yeah, I'm not going to explain too much about him because, like I said, I don't want to get into major spoilers. So, good. I'm not telling the rest of the plot because go see the film and check out yourself. And the story's pretty decent. And the acting was great. I have to say, David Corenswet, at least he did a good job. I'll say Lois Lane is good. I have to say about the Justice Gang. Like, you have Hawkgirl, Guy Gardner. I'll say Guy Gardner, I just find him irritating and annoying. Now, do not attack me. This is just my personal opinion. So, if I had to pick a favourite Justice Gang, I have to pick Mr. Terrific, despite I've never heard of him. So, Mr. Terrific, I have to say, he's my favourite member of the Justice Gang. Yeah, I won't explain much about him. Yeah, I've always said that. I'm not repeating what I'm saying, so... I like the bit where Superman fights the kaiju, and then the Justice Gang managed to defeat it, and then all of a sudden Lex Luthor makes a false accusation of Superman, and then Superman flies to his home base only to find out that Lex Luthor and the Engineer and Ultraman infiltrate his hideout. And then Superman was mad that they kidnapped his dog. And then Superman barges in and says, "Where's Krypto, Luthor?" And then later, the Justice Gang fight this eyeball creature outside while Superman is having a conversation with Lois. And then... And there was... Lex Luthor was about to start a war with his friend. He sent his friend to invade another country, which I am not explaining. I won't get into much detail here. I won't explain the final battle because, like I say, I do not want to get into major spoilers. So, despite all that, I had a fun time watching this movie. I like this more than Man of Steel, so I'm going to give this movie a 9 out of 10. While it may not be perfect, but it's still the best cinema 2025. So, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in my next review. I'm planning on reviewing I Know What You Did Last Summer 2025, but let me tell you something about next week. I'm off to see a K-pop band next week. I'm off to see a K-pop band called Stray Kids, so I'll have to see I Know What You Did Last Summer after I've seen Stray Kids. Well, not eventually, but maybe some other day when I've time to see the new I Know What You Did Last Summer movie. And I will go see Fantastic Four First Steps, so what do you think of this movie? Is this movie for you, or is it not your cup of tea? So, please, no opinion bashing or no rude. Please do not send any nasty or rude comments. Please be civil and respectful in the comments section. Thank you. So, what are your thoughts on this movie? Like, comment, and subscribe. And stay tuned for more reviews.